Hello, I totally forgot a couple of tips that I wanted to share. One of the things I found when I was using this before is that on a short arm like this, because your roll here gets so much bigger and bigger and bigger, it tends to run into the underside of your machine. So that's a definite problem. And the other thing is it will run into the little knot, the nut or whatever, the screw for the needle. So you would break needles, it would push it out of the way if you're not careful when this comes over and you're sewing into this. So what I found was really helpful is to also be careful of doing that. So you leave yourself a couple of inches, an inch or two away from here that you're going to start, and so always have your quilting stop. When you roll it, have it stop there. The other thing is that I would sew over here and it would stop because you've run out of room. This is, I don't care what size you're working with, you're still going to run out of room. So I just remembered after I started today that I had put masking tape or painter's tape, and I measure it. So approximately how many inches? On a short arm like this with a 9-inch bed, I can go roughly about 6 inches. So I just tuck it in here and I put my tape at about 6 inches. That doesn't mean I have to stitch up to that, but it gives me a line so I'm not running into it, and it keeps my stitching much more smooth along the edge. The other thing that I discovered after many years of doing this, and this one's actually been stitched on this quilt for many years, I totally forgot, just never got around to finishing it and setting this up. Didn't have room in Rhode Island actually, but I take what I call a leader or a piece of straight fabric. It has to be exactly the same size, 4 inches wide, 5 inches wide. I serge the edges to keep them neat. Then I stitch one on each side and one on the end of this, piece, and that's what I pin. The top edge I don't have to worry about because I can just set that on there, pin it, and then stitch across. But when you get down to the end, I was finding that I was really having a problem keeping that straight. Now this is all extra work, but to me, I don't know if you need to do that on a long arm. I've used a long arm a few times, but it was many years ago, and I don't know if this helps them also. But instead of clamping the fabric, the quilt, trying to make that work, it just made sense to me to add this fabric on here, so I did that. So I hope these additional tips will help you, and I hope I didn't forget anything else. Have a great day. Bye.